Coping with COVID, updates on the pandemic and information to help you thrive and survive COVID-19. It's brought to you by the South Carolina Department of Health and Environmental Control. Visit scdheck.gov for an updated list of testing sites and important information on how to protect yourself, your family, and friends from the coronavirus. SCDHEC, healthy people, healthy communities. In it together and the South Carolina Diabetes Advisory Council, presenting Wellness Wednesday every Wednesday on Coping with COVID. The City of Columbia Office of Business Opportunities, helping to meet the needs of small, minority, and women-owned businesses in the City of Columbia. Log on to columbiasc.net/OBO. Agape Counseling and Training Services. Call 803-779-2777 for licensed professionals of counselors and social workers helping families, engaged and married couples, and individuals of all ages gain an understanding of all aspects of their lives. If you're having a challenge coping with COVID, contact Agape Counseling and Training Services at agapects.com. And Palmetto Media Connections, connecting media and communities together. Coping with COVID, brought to you by SCDHEC. In it together, the Diabetes Advisory Council, the City of Columbia Office of Business Opportunities, Agape Counseling and Training Center, and Palmetto Media Connections.
Coping with COVID with Tre Tailor.
Happy Friday, and thank you so much for joining us for Coping with Tre Tailor. I'm Tre Tailor, and today we're coping with making kids and adults feel better. Author Monica Upson joins us. She's going to tell us about her book, Give Mommy Dragon Some Space, and her YouTube show, Princess Candy Cotton. That sounds so exciting, Monica. Thank you so much for joining us. We're going to talk with Monica first, but then we'll talk about making adults feel good too. Katrina, Bridgette, and Dr. Lesley James with the Brookland Foundation will tell us about the Brookland Foundation 20th Annual Health Fair going on this weekend in West Columbia. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for inviting us.
Absolutely. We're going to talk with all of those ladies coming up next on Coping with Tre Tailor. But first, your COVID community updates. Some South Carolina lawmakers are trying to pass a bill to eliminate the state's 26-cent gas tax. That's at least while taxes are so high, prices are so high, to try to help ease the strain of the high gas prices. Now, gas taxes in the Palmetto State are among the lowest in the country and are scheduled for a 2-cent raise later this year. Richland One is getting ready to go electric. It's their first ever electric school bus. The $350,000 bus is the first of 4 in the state of South Carolina. Superintendent Craig Witherspoon hopes it won't be the last. The bus emits no fumes, is completely silent, and can travel 150 miles with a single charge. Wow. SCDHEC has your most up-to-date list of times, dates, and location for COVID testing and vaccinations in and around South Carolina. Check the scroll at the bottom of the screen. So throughout the show, you will see information on the myriad of places that offer COVID testing, COVID screening. We also have so many financial resources at the bottom of the screen that will be scrolling throughout the show, including Richland County, Lexington County, and also FEMA is offering COVID funeral reimbursement. Plus, we have got so much information also about the final day for suspended drivers in South Carolina to get your charges dropped. We talked about that earlier this week. Today is the final day. Go to scdmvonline.com for more information. And don't forget, if you have a high school senior that's looking for some money for school, and I think that's everybody, March 15th is the final day to apply for the South Carolina State Fair Scholarship. Go to scstatefair.org. Again, March 15th is the deadline. All of that information and so much more, as I said, will be scrolling at the bottom of the screen throughout the show. So please post and share so we can get the message to the masses. Listen, you are watching Coping with Tre Tailor, and we are streaming live on the Tailor Made production page. That's the home of coping and coping with COVID. Please go over there, hit like and share and follow. Not only will you get notifications as to when to watch Coping and Coping with COVID, which is Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then first Monday with comedian George Wallace. You can also get all types of great updates. We're also streaming live on our YouTube channel. Please go over there and hit the subscribe button And you can find past episodes of Coping with COVID and Coping with Tre Tailor. We also have a presence on Instagram and also on Twitter. I'm Tre Tailor, and you are watching Coping with Tre Tailor. And like I said earlier, today we're coping with making kids and adults feel better. Monica Upson is a multifaceted, creative wife and mother of 3 little ones. The children's book author also has a YouTube show. We're going to show you a little bit about that in just a short. Princess Candy Cotton. I absolutely love that. Her latest book is Give Mommy Dragon Some Space. Monica, thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Oh, thank you. Want to say hi to Mitchell Peace Joy Jen. She says good afternoon.
Hello.
Mike says hello. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. Please post and share this information out, especially if you have little ones, because I love the book. And I love that you are utilizing your lived experience with 3 little ones.
Yes. That's the best way to do it.
It is. So tell me about Give Mommy Dragon Some Space. Look, mommy adults and mommy humans need space. So I'm sure mommy dragons need some too. Tell us about the book.
Yes, during her time of the month. In the book, we call it her fire-breathing dragon week because, sometimes we act a little differently during our time of the month, and sometimes people can tell.
Yeah.
Throughout the story, the kids are expressing their points of view and what they're seeing mom go through, like different symptoms that many women go through during that time of the month. And they come up with the idea to be thoughtful and considerate. Instead of just like asking her to do a bunch of things, they're like, she's going through this. We're going to find a way we can help her through this. And it teaches them a lesson of thoughtfulness and consideration that is much needed in the world today.
Oh, it is. Michael, were you having some challenges with your little ones, which they do pull at your time? Is that where the book came from?
It is. Yes. They were nagging me. I was getting frustrated. I didn't have my chocolate that day. And I was like, this is a story, and I feel like other people can relate to it. Anybody that has kids, that's been around kids, you know how kids are. It's completely relatable.
Yeah. So listen, is this for kids or adults or both?
It's for both, because at bedtime when I read to my kids, I don't want to fall asleep while I'm reading the story to them. I want it to be interesting to me too. So this is interesting for adults, kids, everybody will get a hoot out of it.
Monica Upson joins us. She is an author, and her latest book, Give Mommy Dragon Some Space, is out right now. You can see the links on the screen, and you can check it out on Amazon. You also have the YouTube channel, Princess Candy Cotton. Tell us how that was birthed.
Yes. So my kids spent way too much time on YouTube, and I saw them always watching these Disney princesses and everything. And I was like, they like Disney princesses so much, but I also need them to learn. I need them to spend time reading, practicing their alphabet, whatever it was. I was like, if I combine those 2 things, I could get them interested in the things I want them to learn about, the lessons or just reading stories in general. And that's how this idea came about.
So we're looking at your YouTube channel now. How often do you post, and what do you post on the YouTube channel?
Yes. So I'm in my 3rd season. So I'm hoping that I have my brand down by now. Hopefully. I post every Tuesday and Thursday. So I have a lot of books to roll out this season. I'm thinking I might even have like 50 episodes for this season alone coming up. So it's usually around 3 p.m. that the videos pop up, Tuesdays and Thursdays.
How do you choose the books that you read to the kids?
Yeah, so I go through a lot of books in author groups. Originally, I had reached out to just a few here and there when I saw a story that touched my heart or a lesson that I wanted my kids to learn. But recently, I posted in a group and I got a lot of submissions. So I'm working through about 300 book submissions right now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you trying to read books that have a certain theme? Relate or express a certain sentiment?
Well, yes, I want things that are humorous that kids can enjoy so they find their love of reading, but also books that teach a lesson. And I like to, switch between the two because I think both things are necessary and very important for
Right.
little kids.
We're right here on your YouTube channel, and I want to play a little bit of you reading what I know you think is a great book. It's your own book, Give Mommy Dragon Some Space by Monica
Yes.
Upson. Let's check it out.
Hey readers, and welcome back to my library. I'm Princess Candy Cotton, if you haven't been to my channel before. And today we're going to be reading a really special book. This book is called Give Mommy Dragon Some Space, written by Monica Upson. Let's get started. This is my family. We are the Bubble Breath Dragons of Scale Lane. Every week we have so much fun together, painting, swimming, and dancing. Well, except for 1 week a month. And it looks like that week starts today.
So that's you reading your book. And after you read the book, do you usually end with some commentary about the book?
I usually, ask everybody to support whatever author's book that I'm reading, because I do read a lot of indie authors' books on my channel, people that don't have necessarily a large following. And I like to give everybody that equal opportunity that I would want.
Yeah, absolutely. Monica Upson joins us today. She is a children's author. Her latest book is Give Mommy Dragon Some Space. She also has a YouTube show, Princess Candy Cotton. We were checking out the YouTube show just a bit ago where she was reading her own book. So, Monica, do the kids ever make an appearance on the show?
I'm planning on it. I have a whole few episodes planned where we're outside and we're learning through like hands-on games, and my kids will have different color hair too. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, that'll be great. So listen, how are your kids? How old are your kids?
5, 6, and 7.
Oh my goodness, 5 girls. Step.
Yes.
Listen, you're doing good to be vertical. Talking to us right now with 5, 6, and 7-year-olds. Are they enjoying Princess Candy Cotton?
They are. They're my biggest fans. Like, they go on YouTube all the time and they're like, Mommy, I liked and I subscribed again. I'm like, wait, don't click it again, because then you're unsubscribing.
Right.
They love it.
Subscribing.
Yeah.
That
They
is
love
great.
it.
As a wife and a mother of 3 little ones, any advice that you want to share with other moms who may be facing some challenges, particularly educational challenges, reading challenges with their children in the midst of COVID, because we're still in the midst of it?
Right. And first, let me say, I'm not perfect. I don't always get it right.
Yeah.
Everybody's human, but I
Absolutely.
try my best to make time every night to allow them to pick books off the shelf and to read with them, let them ask their questions, and just really be in tune during that time and pay attention to them. I think that's really important, and it can, develop their love of reading.
Yeah, absolutely. Monica Upson is a multifaceted creative. She's a wife and a mother of 3 little ones. Her children's book is Give Mommy Dragon Some Space. You can see the information on the screen. Please purchase it, post and share so we can get the message to the masses. So much great children's books, so many great children's books out there, and this is just one of many. So please support this sister that is living through her books with her
Yes.
3 little ones. That's right. And then make sure your little ones subscribe to the YouTube show, Princess Candy Cotton. I know you also have a love for the theater. Anything coming up?
Well, I do want to dabble into short films actually coming up. I've got some really unique Christian ideas. I feel like I don't see enough Christian related topics in the movies and theaters. And I plan on working on those and rolling them out.
That's great. I tell you, I don't see a lot of Christian stuff for kids. Like, I love VeggieTales, and guys, VeggieTales been out a long time.
Yes.
But you know what? I don't see a lot of children's content that is Christ-centered or music that really kids can listen to, that are just fun, cute, Christian-based songs for kids. So
I agree.
That's something that I've been thinking about also. And of course, my awareness is heightened because now, I'm raising my 2 grand. So So I would love to talk to you offline about, collaborating on something, because I do think there's a space for that. So I'm so excited.
I agree. Yeah.
You're thinking about doing something. All right, Monica Upson, give Mommy Dragon some space, especially every 28 days. And listen, here's the other thing I want to ask. Did you feel uncomfortable talking about that to your little ones?
I did think it was like a taboo topic,
Yeah.
and my little ones are so young, but I think it's important that they learn about that so they know how to respect and care for women during that time.
Absolutely.
They learn that when they're younger.
Yeah.
And they grow up to still have that respect and consideration.
Yeah, I'm a big proponent of calling it what it is. Like a VV or JJ. I just say it is what it is. It's a vagina. Right. It's a vagina, and a vagina is okay to say.
Right.
I mean, my little 3-year-old granddaughter was over here talking. I was like, "What are you?" I didn't even know what she was saying. I had to ask her teacher. What is that you are calling it? And I get teachers don't want kids to walk around, vagina people,
right.
What I mean? But I didn't know what she was talking about, girl. Anyway, listen, for kids and for husbands and boyfriends, give Mommy Dragon some space, especially every 28 days. Go to Amazon and wherever you get your books online, check it out. Please purchase it. And don't forget about the YouTube show, Princess Candy Cotton. Monica, thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you so much for all that you're doing for your little ones and for little ones all around the world. Good luck to you, beautiful. God bless you.
Thank you so much. You too.
Absolutely. Thank you. I'm Tre Tailor. You're watching Coping with Tre Tailor. Today, as I said, we are coping with making kids and adults feel better. We just talked to Monica about making kids feel better. Now we're going to talk with the folks from the Brookland Foundation to find out how we're going to make you feel better too. We'll do that and more coming up next on Coping. I'm Tre Tailor.
Hi, I'm Kimberly Aiken-Cochran. As Miss America, I know that taking care of yourself is important. Part of taking care of your health is knowing if you're at risk of type 2 diabetes. Prediabetes is serious and puts you at risk for developing type 2 diabetes. 90% of South Carolinians who have it don't know they have it. Visit inittogethersc.org. Take an online test to find out your risk and join a diabetes prevention program. Brought to you by the Diabetes Action Council of South Carolina.
Computers, they're a part of our everyday life. But when they're not working, they're an everyday problem. So call Computers Unique, your everyday solution. 803-351-5821. Is your computer running slow? Won't turn on? Do you need a screen replaced? Or maybe you just need another computer? Well, Computers Unique is your one-stop shop for all your computer needs. They have a wide variety of new and pre-owned PCs, Macs, and tablets. So call Computers Unique, Dutch Square Mall. 803-351-5821. 803-351-5821. When
it's time for you, I have all anything, money, finances, access to. That you will save your money, David Tax Service. Only tax drive-through, David Tax Service. Look up, come to you, David Tax Service. Handling your money out of bounds, David Tax Service.
Visit Davis Tax Service today, 803-419-1001.
The Comet gives me a reliable source of transportation.
It's very convenient to me, and they have wonderful drivers.
It's clean, and it builds community. It's fun to meet people.
It makes me feel like really independent. It's just fun.
It's always going to be there, and it gets me everywhere I need to go.
We try to ride every single day. Comedy is our livelihood.
Thank you so much for joining us on Coping with Tre Tailor. I'm Tre Tailor, and please go over to our Facebook page. We are streaming live on the Tailor Made production page. That is the home of Coping with COVID and Coping with Tre Tailor. Please hit like, follow, post, and share so we can get the message to the masses. We've got some great content on there. We also streaming live on the YouTube channel. Please hit the subscribe button and you can watch past episodes of Coping with Tre Tailor and Coping with COVID. We've been doing the show since the pandemic started in early 2020, and we've got such great information on the YouTube channel. We also have a presence on Instagram and on Twitter. Hey, don't forget at the bottom of the screen, you'll see the scroll that has a lot of great information. We're talking about COVID vaccination locations, COVID testing locations, financial opportunities. If you need help with your bills, you need job stuff. Also scholarship information, including the South Carolina State Fair. Their scholarship application closes March 15th. And then, of course, today is the final day for amnesty for South Carolina drivers under suspension. So don't forget to check out the scroll at the bottom of the screen where there's so much great information, great source of information. Today, we are coping with making people feel better. We talked to Monica Upson last segment about making your kids feel better. Today, right now, we're going to talk with Katrina, Bridgette, VP of the Brookland Foundation and chair of their health fair, and Dr. Lesley James also joins us. She's with Project Breathe Easy. Ladies, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for inviting us.
Absolutely.
We're so excited.
Oh, we're excited to have you on. Thank you so much. So listen, this is the 20th, and I hear some static. I'm not sure where we're getting it from, but this is the 20th annual Brookland Foundation Health Fair. Yeah, I don't know where we're getting the static, guys. You know what? Let me do this. Let me bring everybody down and we'll do it one at a time. Let's see. Let's see where up. Oh, it must be Lesley. Let's see if we bring her back up and it starts. Yeah. Hey, Lesley, whatever you did helped. Now it's not helping. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yep, it's Lesley. Lesley, whatever you're doing, just stop right there. Freeze. Because, okay, great. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. Oh, no, she turned her mic on mute. All right. So, ladies, Katrina, tell me about the health fair. How is this 20th annual health fair different? One thing, you're doing drive-through because of COVID. Tell us how that's going to work.
Well, officially, we were doing drive-through tray as of yesterday. Because of the weather, we were going to have to bring it on the inside. So we were prepared for drive-through. We really were. We were prepared, but we're going to bring everybody on the inside. So we're still excited. Everybody's still excited. The vendors are excited. And because this is our 20th year and making everybody feel better, the community is always waiting on this health fair. We have over 300 to 500 people that come out each year.
That's great.
And because of the pandemic, we had to minimize a lot of things. And so we're going to practice the precautionary measures for the CDC. Mm-hmm. So we're prepared and we're excited. We're just asking people to please come out and just join us.
Yeah. A lot of times people only get their screenings during a health fair. They wait for a health fair to get all of these important screenings. So I know this is so important to not only the Brookland family community, but the community at large. Tell us about some of the screenings that will be taking place. Lesley?
Yeah, we will be offering mammogram screenings. The breast cancer is one of our big initiatives, and we have several people who use our health fair as an opportunity to remind them to get that screening every year. Mm-hmm. And it's been a big issue with COVID because a lot of people have missed that screening.
Yeah.
And so we will have that as a screening offered. This year, we also will have the Medical University of South Carolina doing HPV screenings, and that is a screening for cervical cancer. Mm-hmm. And so we are excited to have them join us this year and to offer that early detection for a cancer that really is aggressive. And so an opportunity to get ahead of things in that as well. So those are our two big screeners that we will be having that day. Also, we will be doing the vaccinations there for COVID. Our site is still up and running, and that will be going on that day as well. So we're really excited to offer a whole lot of information in the way of screenings, if there are not vehicles there, but where you can go after that day. Information is power.
Yeah. Oh, it is. I know you're also doing the lung cancer screenings too.
Yes, so we have been really fortunate to partner with the South Carolina Cancer Alliance and focus on lung cancer. We won't be doing screenings on site, but we will be taking information for people
Okay.
who are interested in getting the lung cancer screening. And it's a free lung cancer screening that's offered by Lexington Medical Center for people ages 55 to 77 and who have been long-term smokers. And so again, this is another way to get ahead of the curveball. Lung cancer is the number one killer of cancers. And that's why we have definitely joined the fight to try to get people more aware of lung cancer. And also we've got some smoking cessation pieces with this program to let people know where they can go if they're interested in trying to stop smoking or stop vaping. So the DHEC is one of our partners, and they have a program that's 24 hours, 7 days a week. You can call in. So if you're working a 12-hour shift and you can't go to a face-to-face meeting, that is definitely a phone service. They do online coaching as well with you. And they provide you with free materials, the patches, the gum, and various materials. Lexington Medical Center is our other partner for the smoking cessation. They do in-person classes. And both of these programs are free. It kind of goes with whatever works with somebody's lifestyle. And so we are trying to put two options in front of people. We're focusing on Black males because they are the highest death rate from lung cancer.
Wow. And is this from smoking and vaping, Lesley?
Yep, smoking and vaping. And we want to keep our dads, our brothers, our cousins here.
Yeah.
And so it's a good opportunity to learn more about the cessation, the lung screenings, and just information. Once you know information, then you can make evidence-based decisions for yourself.
I want to talk a little bit about a couple of more screenings, but since we're here, I want to talk about your project Breathe Easy. Are the smoking cessation classes and the lung cancer screenings part of that?
Yeah, that's a part of that. So it's a 3-tiered program that we have. One is prevention and getting the information out through health promotion events like today and the health fair, and speaking to different men organizations. And that's a way that anybody can get involved. Call us to help host a forum. We want to be able to get that information in the hands of other people so they can do it too in their communities. So that's a part of it. The second tier is the smoking cessation. If you have tried and you're like, I don't want to do this again, I've tried one time, it's all about lifestyle and, not giving up. When we think about great inventors like the Wright brothers, they tried to fly a plane twice and failed, but now we get on a plane and we sit back and we relax and the plane's flying and sustained in the air. And it's because they tried and they didn't give up.
That's right.
So the sensations, the second part, and the third part is the lung cancer screenings. Really getting people to get screened. If you have been a long-term smoker, you really need to consider calling us or either going to the website that's here, that's lexmed.com/screening, and taking the survey and seeing if you qualify for their free screenings. And if not, consulting your primary care physician to get a screening so that you can make sure that you're here for your wife and your kids and your family.
Absolutely.
Yes.
That's Dr. Lesley James. She's with Project Breathe Easy. Lesley would love for you to come back at a later date and talk more about your program. Katrina Bridgette also joins us. She's VP of the Brookland Foundation and chair of tomorrow's health fair. It is tomorrow at Brookland Baptist Church on Sunset, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Tell us some other things that people can look forward to, including the booths and some of the other screenings, Katrina.
We have some merchants who are going to come out and they're going to be selling some things. And we have some health organizations who are also going to be coming out and giving out the health information. So we are excited. Just come out and promote and share You know, it's just and community event, and it's a family event.
Yeah. So I know you've got the screenings for high blood pressure, sickle cell disease, and then you have the free breast forms, bras, and much more available for breast cancer survivors. That's part of the Brookland Foundation Survivor Circle Support Group, right?
Yes, and we're also going to be giving out free home COVID tests as well.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Yeah. And then booths, including Absolute Total Care, Blue Cross Blue Shield, and many more local businesses. So you did say at the beginning of the interview, if someone just joined us, it was originally going to be drive-through. Because of the pending weather, it is going to be inside the Health and Wellness Center, right?
It's going to go on the inside of the Wellness Center.
Masks are required?
Masks are required.
Masks are required, and the appropriate social distancing protocol will be in place.
Yes.
Right? So people can come out. Go ahead. I'm sorry. You were going to say?
I just said, absolutely, we will be practicing safe precautions, safety measures. I also want to share the theme this year, celebrating 20 years of empowerment, service, and commitment to healthy living. So we want everybody to be healthy.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be healthy, because even though the pandemic is here, it is here. We don't know how long it's going to be here.
That's
but
right.
We want you healthy. We want you healthy. So we want to have that safe haven for you to come. And then we're going to have some line dancing and some exercise on the
that's
stage
good.
as well.
Yeah.
So, you know.
So it'll be a day of information, education, and entertainment too.
And entertainment. Absolutely.
Yeah. So it's the Brookland Foundation 20th annual. Can you believe it's been 20 years,
20
guys?
years. 20 years.
Yeah, it's funny because I mean we have so much fun doing it, and the community, they really look forward to our event. And we this is one time we spotlight a lot of things, but we're working all year, Trey. With the color pink and the breast.
Well, it's a big event. You know, people that don't do events don't realize how long it takes and how much it takes to put together an event. You're there 4 hours. I've been here 4 years trying to put together this one event.
Right.
Well, kudos to you guys. Kudos to the entire Brookland Foundation and this is one of many programs that the Brookland Foundation does for the community at large. So as you said, this 20th annual health fair has been serving the community for 20 years, and tomorrow is no different. 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. It's the Brookland Foundation Community Health Fair at Brookland Brookland Health and Wellness Center. Stop by for a myriad of screenings. You can see the information on the screen. Is there some place that people can go to get more information, ladies?
You may go on the website, the Brookland Foundation website. Let me see if I can remember the website. I think there it is.
Brookland. Yeah, there it is. That's right. All right. So check the screen for more information about the Health and Wellness Fair taking place 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. tomorrow at Brookland Baptist Church. Johanna Bridgette says, excellent program. Thank you, Johanna, so much for joining us and for watching. Ladies, thank you again so much for joining us. Thank you for your work. Lesley, let's connect again so that you can come back on and talk about your Project Breathe Easy. And again, good luck and God bless tomorrow. I know it's going to be a success.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you for agreeing to come on. We appreciate you. So listen, if you have a story or initiative that could help someone cope with COVID, please email booking@copingwithtretatailor.com. That's booking@copingwithtretatailor.com. If you have a product or service that could help someone cope with COVID, please email copingwithtretatailor@gmail.com. We would love for you to be a proud sponsor, just like SCDHEC, In It Together SC, and the Diabetes Action Council. They sponsor Wellness Wednesday every Wednesday here on Coping with COVID. As a matter of fact, next Wednesday is Diabetes Awareness Day, and we're going to talk with Dr. Linda Bell and others. Also, we're sponsored by Javis Tax Services, the City of Columbia Office of Business Opportunities, the Fifth Circuit Solicitor's Office, Attorney Byron Gibson, Palmetto Media Connections, Agape Counseling and Training Services, Black Pages Black Expo. The Charleston Expo is tomorrow in Charleston. Kira Kiki Sheard and also Anthony Anderson. We're also sponsored by Computers Unique Dutch Square Mall and the Comet Bus System. I'm going to leave you, as usual, with a reading. You know, we've been reading from Cheryl Williams' Conversations with God. And this one says, Father, I thank you for opening my eyes and my ears. There's much going on in my mind, and much of the time, I do not or cannot hear your voice. I pray that I never move so far that I can't hear you. It's a frightening place not to be able to hear your voice. Life seems hard and harsh when I cannot hear you. When I feel I've moved too far, I'm lost without you, Lord. I pray, Father, that I reflect a life of Christ, one of life, humility, kindness, meekness, patience, joy, peace, and long suffering. I pray for the evidence and manifestation of the fruit of your Spirit. What a special prayer and reflection to say to God. Thank you for opening up my eyes and my ears, and continue, Lord, to keep them open to hear your will and your way. Hey, thank you guys so much for joining us today on Coping with Tre Tailor. Until the next time, I wish you peace, abundant blessings. God bless. Be careful. Stay well. Check out the Health and Wellness Fair tomorrow. Check out Monica Upson's book and her YouTube channel, and get your vaccine. And don't forget to wear your mask over your nose and under your chin. Have a great weekend.
Coping with COVID, updates on the pandemic and information to help you thrive and survive COVID-19. It's brought to you by the South Carolina Department of Health and Environmental Control. Visit scdheck.gov for an updated list of testing sites and important information on how to protect yourself, your family, and friends from the coronavirus. SCDHEC, healthy people, healthy communities. In it together, and the South Carolina Diabetes Advisory Council, presenting Wellness Wednesday every Wednesday on Coping with COVID. The City of Columbia Office of Business Opportunities, helping to meet the needs of small, minority, and women-owned businesses in the City of Columbia. Log on to columbiasc.net/OBO. Agape Counseling and Training Services. Call 803-779-2777 for licensed professionals of counselors and social workers helping families, engaged and married couples, and individuals of all ages gain an understanding of all aspects of their lives. If you're having a challenge coping with COVID, contact Agape Counseling and Training Services at agapects.com. And Palmetto Media Connections, connecting media and communities together. Coping with COVID, brought to you by SCDHEC. In it together, the Diabetes Advisory Council, the City of Columbia Office of Business Opportunities, Agape Counseling and Training Center, and Palmetto Media Connections.
Coping with COVID with Tre Tailor.